Hi guys, welcome to Podpatcher, and in this video I will discuss one-to-one relationship at a polymorphic. Usually in one-to-one relationship, a child model belongs to only one type of parent model, okay? But in the one-to-one polymorphic relationship, a child model uh, maybe belongs to more than one type of parent model. Okay, so let's understand it with the help of an example. I have a user table and a post table. Okay, user table has users has a profile pic and post has a its post image. Okay, single post image. Okay, so there is a third table images. So it contains the both type of images, like in this case users and post. Okay, so if you see in images the child model, okay, it contains the imageable id and imageable type. Okay, so here the imageable type contains the type of the instance. Okay, and the imageable id it contains the instance id. Okay, and URL column usually contain the image name. Okay, so this table, images table, we are using images table for both type of parent, users and post. Okay, so and in eloquent relationship in Laravel, uh, we are having three related models for this scenario: user, post, and images. Okay, and to define this polymorphic relationship, Laravel Eloquent provides a method, okay, morph2. So let's define this relationship: public function image, because every user can only can be only can only contain only one image. Okay, which is its profile pic. So return, okay, this morph1. Okay, like a has one, Laravel Eloquent provides a morph1 method. Okay, and in this method we provide the target model, like we provide in has one relationship. So in this case, the target child model is the image model. Okay, the second parameter we are passing here the relation name. Okay, it can be anything, but for the simplicity let's pass it to the imageable. Okay, we will discuss more on this. For now we are passing imageable, and that's it. We are good to go. And now when when we fetch the user, we can also fetch its related image. Okay, so let's fetch it out in web.php user. Okay, fine. In database we have a user id 4 image profile one.png. Okay, you can see here. So let's find out the information about user id 4 and return. Okay. And now if we refresh, we have the information about user id 4, and also here we can use the relation image. Okay. Now if we refresh, we can get, we are getting the image information on this ID. Okay. So, okay. So we were talking about this second parameter. The second parameter is the relation name. Okay. Using this relationship name, Laravel, imagine that you have a two column on the child model. The relationship name underscore ID, relationship underscore type. Okay. If you have a different column name, okay. So let's try to change it. Alter image. Let's change it to the ABC underscore ID and ABC underscore type. Okay. And now if we are fetching, if we are trying to fetch this, we won't get anything but an error. Okay. Because Laravel suppose that uh, on the basis of the relationship name, Laravel think that you will have that uh, you will have a two column imageable ID and imageable type. But in our scenario, we have a different column name ABC ID and ABC type. What we'll do? So for this, you can pass it here third and fourth parameter. The third parameter is a type parameter, and the fourth parameter will be a ID parameter for this relation. So here ABC type, okay, and here ABC ID. Okay. And now if you refresh, it must work like this. Okay. So you can customize it well. Okay. But if you don't provide the third and fourth parameter, okay, then you need to have the two column basis on the relationship name. In this case, imageable ID and imageable type. Here, if you pass the ABC, okay, then in this case, we don't have to provide these columns like this. And if we refresh, it will also work because Laravel uses ABC underscore ID and relationship underscore ID and relationship underscore type. Like this, on user model, we can define the same relationship on the post model. Okay, so let's find out the post. And in this case, we have a post ID 78 which has an image. Okay, 78 return post. And if we refresh, we'll get the information about the post which has ID 78, and also we can fetch its image information like this. But if you want to load the this information by default, then you have to use the with Laravel Eloquent method and pass the relationship name here. And now we don't have to fetch it manually like this, and we can get the information with the model, with the instance information. Okay, so using this relationship we can customize the keys. Okay, using the morph one. Okay, so it can be uh, any number of model which uh, can have the related entity in this child model, but only one. Okay, because we are using one. And there is a inverse relationship also, like we have in one-to-one relationship. In one-to-one relationship we have belong to relationship, the inverse relationship. But for this, Laravel Eloquent provide the morph2 method. Okay, so here we are using the ABC relation, like in user and post, as we have passing it. Okay, so here turn this morph2, like we are using and belong to in one-to-one relationship. We are uh, we will use the morph2, the inverse relationship. So if we have any image information like this, so in this case we have a one or two ID. So let's use it one here and return image. So we have the image one information. Okay, but if you want to fetch the related instance on it, okay, then we need to use this relation as we have defined here, ABC. So here we will get the related instance on this. Okay, in this case it is the post ID. Okay, so like this we can use the inverse relationship and we can customize it also. So the first parameter will be a function name, the relationship name. So here we can use the PHP constant function. Usually it returns the function name. Okay, and the second will be a type of the column name type. Okay, in this case ABC type. If you have a different column name, then you need to pass it here. And the third parameter is an ID. Okay, in this case ABC ID, because we have ABC ID here in our database. Okay, if you refresh, it is still work. Okay, so we can customize the column name on this relation, and to define the inverse relationship, we use the morph2, and define the polymorphic one-to-one relationship, we use the morph1. Okay, so hope I think I have covered everything. If I missed everything, then if I miss anything, then you can comment on this, and can ask any question if you have. So thank you for watching this. Thank you.